First round of changes in patch 11.1 are now out after this reset. We got some things to get into here. Interesting stuff happening this week and beyond, and BlizzCon's return. Let's get into all this stuff. So here we go. Blizzard's hot fixes are in for this reset. First off, Hunter, we got Marksmanship Hunters will no longer have their pet summon upon resurrection in the Battlegrounds, dungeons, raids, or other content unless talented to Unbreakable Bonds. So there you go. Make sure you're done that if you want that to happen. Priests Holy. When Benediction triggers on a target, it will now extend the duration of your renew if a renew is already active instead of replacing it. So interesting stuff there. Delves, we already know. Brann Bronzebeard, basically tanking Brann, got nerfed. And Blizzard actually released a blue post about this because a lot of people were angry about this nerf. Evidently, people were enjoying the Brann tanking version, and Blizzard stripping them of that joy angered them just a little bit. So we'll get into a little bit more of that. Dungeons and raids, here's some interesting stuff here. Mostly Mythic changes. Rick Reverb got a little bit of a nerf here. Stick Bunkenjunker also got nerfed, interestingly enough. He was also the one that was recently killed, I believe, by Echo. So they are currently leading in the Race to World First. If it's not them, I'll have to check again on that real quick. Race to World First, Echo. Yep, Echo killed Sprocket Monger. So there you go. That one's done. And Muggsy. Here, base health of the enemy is reduced by 10% while increasing health scaling factor for Raid, Finder, Normal, and Heroic. So this is the one change that goes across all difficulties here. Muggsy was giving people problems. We know we got stuck on Muggsy for a while, so we'll see how that ends up affecting our ability to kill him now as these nerfs have gone into effect. A couple item changes here and a ton of PvP changes. I didn't know this was coming. Who knew this was? Sub-Titty Rogue getting some changes here. So a lot of stuff going on with PvP. You can read these patch notes. They'll be linked down below. Blizzard on why tanking Brann was nerfed. It looks like they felt like the healer plus tanking combo was too effective compared to every other combination of player role and brand specialization. So I noticed a lot of people commenting on my last video talking about how they didn't feel like tanking Brann was overbuffed. They didn't feel like he was overtuned. Well, they may have been playing him as a DPS or a tank-tank combo. DPS tank combo or double tank combo. It looks like the healer tank combo is the one that Blizzard felt was OP. So that's why they went with these reductions here. Now, he's still going to be very much viable for a healer to use, but as far as a DPS or a tank-tank combo, I don't think that's going to be the way to go anymore after these nerfs. So we'll see how this plays out over this week now that these changes have gone into effect. Xalatet's Bargain and Pulsar this week. So this is the effect for Mythic Plus keys. Basically the one where the giant orb balls come out, they swing around, and you're going to have to collect them from your teammates. This actually looks like kind of a fun affix. This is one of the new ones for this season, and all you got to do is pick up your partner's balls, basically. Take your partner's balls to the face, and you will overcome the mechanic. Yes, I said what I said, because that is literally what you have to do here. Doing that will give you everybody a little buff here. I forgot exactly how much the buff is. A buff of 20% damage reduction, and 10% damage buff. So there you go. Nice little buff for everybody for doing the mechanic. Should be a fairly easy one to get done this week. Story mode now available for Liberation of Undermine. Now this is important for anyone who hasn't killed Chrome King Galliwix just yet. All you have to do to unlock it is be up to Chapter 5 completed on your Undermine campaign, and then you will talk to Pax Top Skimmer, get the quest, go out and do it. Now, this quest will actually reward you with Enchanted Rune Undermined Crest. Yeah, 4 parts to this currency's name now. So that'll be great for you if you want to do some of that crafting stuff. It'll also evidently reward you with a piece of 623 non-upgradable loot. So that is normal raid tier loot. Not bad. Maybe to backfill something if you have a spot still open. But mostly what this is great for is it'll allow you to complete the quest for killing him and seeing the eventual story cinematic if you haven't yet to see that. Again, story mode is basically a solo version of the raid that you can go out and complete. No real mechanics or anything. You just go in and do it and see what it looks like. Mists of Pandaria Timewalking, also now available this week. A really good way to get some gear here. You can use the cache of Undermined Treasure to get some 636 item level gear. Again, this is also a normal Liberation of Undermine. Now, this one is upgradable, unlike the other one we just talked about from Story Mode. So that'll be really good for people to grab. All you got to do is complete 5 Timewalking dungeons. You can get the quest for this from Archivist Firthrun in Dornegal to start that quest chain. Enchanted Crests have been moved to a new vendor. Yes, so these names are ridiculous. But so it looks like This new Cyanite Enchanted Crest vendor is now available right next to the enchanting area, so that's really good and convenient for anybody who wants. But look at these fucking names. Look at this shit. We got the Gilded Harbinger Crest. That can become the Nascent Gilded Harbinger Crest. That can be upgraded to the Enchanted Gilded Harbinger Crest. I'm just waiting for a 5-name thing here. I'm just waiting for the Hyper Enchanted Gilded Harbinger Quest, and then maybe the Rock Hard Hyper Enchanted Gilded Harbinger Quest from there. So these currencies to me need to be fixed. Honestly, it's completely ridiculous, the naming scheme. I don't know what any of this means anymore. I kind of just honestly I get to know the pictures, and I go off of that. I'm a visual person, so I just kind of go off the pictures at this point. I'm like, oh yeah, this is the red one. I want this one, or this is the blue one. This is the one that'll help me upgrade shit. I can't even keep up with the names anymore. I just think they need to go with heroic, normal, and mythic crests and just keep it at that, and then you can go with an enchanted crest or something. I don't know. But there's got to be an easier way to do this. Oh, so like a toddler. Yeah, Sam's Bald Spot. The fuck are you coming in here? Sam's Bald Spot is your name anyways. I don't even know who that person is. But they are fucking clever as shit. I will give them that. Big announcement here. BlizzCon announced for September 12th to 13th. Now, this is a big deal. A little cinematic here. I didn't see this coming. I thought we weren't going to get a BlizzCon again until after the World Soul Saga was done. But for sure, what this is basically going to be here is the announcement of The Last Titan. I will almost guarantee it at this point. We should be either ready to launch or getting into the launch at midnight, or the midnight expansion could have launched at this point. Looking at the timeline of things, we already know we're getting the announcement, expansion reveal, late summer here for a midnight, and then we have everything laid out through the autumn, and then we got into the winter, right? So, BlizzCon happening, this is 2025, so next year, we already know, in the fall of next year, we'll be getting essentially BlizzCon. Actually, I believe it's still summer until September 21st, technically. So this would fall into this range right here. So a year from the expansion reveal of midnight, we're going to get BlizzCon, which makes sense. It'll be exactly a year later where we're going to get the announcement of the expansion, The Last Titan. Now, this is the final chapter of the World Soul Saga, so that'll be a big deal. Maybe we'll get a reveal of what's going to happen beyond The Last Titan, too. A little of a hint, who knows? But let's check out this real quick launch cinematic here and see what it's all about.
Something is coming.
Yeah, something's coming, all right.
Let's begin. Let me show you how it's done.
What was lost can be found again.
Yeah, cool.
I hope you're ready.
Yeah, get into your feelings. Very cool. I think this is a little Northrend here. I think that's where we are. I know BlizzCon, Blizzard, they tend to, go with the cold theme. But to be honest, I feel like this was a little shot of Northrend here. It's not a really entertaining video. No, it's not. But I think there are some hints maybe to be gathered from it. First off, I do believe this is Northrend. We already know The Last Titan is taking place in Northrend. And then the only other real kind of reveal here was this, if we can get here, this purple cloud, yeah. Like this purpley cloud in the sky with the purple lightning coming down, obviously a sign of the void. Could be a Demancius showing up, who knows what that means. But it's a lot of Northrend and void takes. Last Titan, that's for sure what this is hinting at here. And then all the voices are just kind of pulled together from different things, and Thrall talking about being ready. Yeah, ready to come. We certainly are. We'll see how all this plays out at the end of the beginning, early part of 2026. What about the ice cracking? Yeah, I don't know. Could be a reveal of some kind of Titan facility under Northrend or something else. We know that, again, Northrend's going to be important. So we'll see what role it plays going forward in the Last Titan expansion. But that really is all in terms of news.